Hello everybody. I just had like the biggest sneeze in my life right before I unmuted.
Everyone is working super hard. We should
I
be
swear,
too.
every time I stream, my nose is like, you're gonna sneeze. It's gonna happen. You no stopping it. So today we are going to continue with the Inazuma interlude quest, the Sumeru interlude quest with Irminsul, and then we'll continue with the Archon quest for Natlan. It looks like I only have one viewer today, and that's my boyfriend. Hi, boyfriend. Hello.
Just what will we come across?
I'm good. Alright, so we gotta head to Inazuma to continue this Irminsul quest after the Balladeer erased himself from existence because Paimon forgot who he was. So this means not good. Not good at all. What do we have over here? We have yeah, game update stuff. Thank you. We also got the login. What else do we have? Exploration. What is task Greek? 60 and 80. Oh, okay. So I gotta explore Natlan in 77 days. Alright. That's just a boss fight. I don't know what this is. I think this is like the third quest, the third like pink quest of the Children of the Echoes. So we gotta go up this way towards the blacksmith.
Naganohara's fireworks are the best in Inazuma.
We made it to Amanuma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
Can you tell me that story one more time?
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind your decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace.
Oh.
One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster.
So does he remember the
Tatarasuna was
Balladeer?
home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the
So he
Raiden Gokuden.
remembers.
In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
The legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmith. Oh, it did change. It looks like the Balladeer did something in Irminsul, but it seems Niwa still died.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Phew, so he still exists. And he's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Okay, we gotta go to the Yashiro Commission. Alright.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hello.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Ma'am, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Hayato is still the Yashiro commissioner. Ayaka is still lady of the house. No changes there. As far as I can see, nothing's changed in the Yashiro commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
I'm flattered.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
To Tarasuna.
Great! Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Yeah, go to Tarasuna. Okay. Ah, it's this guy.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler in Paimon?
That's
Xavier?
okay.
What are you
Xavier?
doing here?
That's his name
I was
is
in the
Xavier,
general
not
area,
Xavier.
and now
What
I'm
is
in
the-
this specific area? There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Do you know much about Tatarasuna?
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
How well do you understand the history of this area?
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either.
Oh,
There was a
that's
guy
why
back
your
then,
name
too.
is Xavier.
They say
Because
he was
you're
a
from
mechanic who
Fontaine.
consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic, huh? Looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all the ensuing chaos.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come Come on, ask already.
I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Pretty much. So can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of a kabuki mono connected to the Tatarasuna?
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman, for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
So there's no more kabuki mono. Did the balladeer really manage to erase himself from history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was. But so far it looks like the majority of changes have only affected him. Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Thank you, Paimon.
Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Alright. Time to go back to Nahida at the Sanctuary of Thurstana. Alright.
Are you running away?
Time to go to the sanctuary.
Hey, it's them.
Okay.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Are you still talking about the essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
I'll be right back, guys. You stay here. I'll be back. Even though I'm pretty sure the only person that's here is my boyfriend. Hello. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Alright, let's continue.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Perfect. These two have researched the Tatarasuna's past. Let's hear what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
Can I read it again?
Huh? Oh, of course.
A great many of these are yokai.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
I'm guessing the yellow is what changed, or what says what happened. I think it's what changed. The content has changed. Another effect of tampering with the information in Irminsul. The Balladeer said he'd erase 2 of his names. If he really succeeded, it must have taken all of his might, but still.
Well, what do you think?
A masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
Sure.
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
You tell the 2 writers what you learned.
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Arminoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
We've got some things to take care of. Bye for now.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
Now we gotta go talk to Nahida. But first, let's go here. We got all the encounter points. Yeah, it was telling me to do the interlude. Do that. Alright. Nahida, here we come. Again, I like the music in this place.
Nahida, we're here! Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. and then she decided she wanted to go to Inazuma.
I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
The Balladeer? This sounds like some kind of code name.
Oh no.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Even Nahida doesn't remember. Just like last time, any changes in Irminsul affect her as well. Which volume? The game volume or me? The game volume or my voice? My voice? I have it all the way up. It's just I'm far away from my microphone. It's a little too loud when I put it up all the way up though, so maybe it's just like the volume that you have for it. Yeah. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. Oh, she told her about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. And about the Balladeer, I'm guessing.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past. But how was he even able to do that? As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality. So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond Javat. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it? I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I'm really not sure. We were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone? Or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata erase her own existence, but I can't tell in the heat of that. To put in another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
He chose such a radical option, and yet...
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense, every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left. Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those faded to a tragic end. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life, or did he wish he never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us. What is it? A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look. Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer? When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else. Hold on. So this record survived from the past? Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul. That's incredible! What a great idea! And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure.
Okay.
The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood
So
on
I'm
that
guessing
mountain.
the kitten is supposed to
The
be
kitten
based on
spent the
Baldur.
nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions.
We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot.
This story is getting
Never
deep.
forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahida's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
Oh
It
boy.
must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that.
Interesting and
But
intense, yeah.
Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Is it just me, or am I seeing like 4 people watching and then all of a sudden it goes back to 1 in like a second? Am I the only one who sees that, or do you see that too? We gotta go to the Grand Bazaar. Alright. You've seen it at 1 this entire time, or? He has spices. Ooh. Ah, he has Padisaras. Oh, I'm guessing that vendor. Now it says
What you
forward,
eat
and it just
first?
went from one to 4. I think my YouTube is tweaking. I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing, something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Sorry, it's just, give me a minute. I'm still processing. Paimon, leave us be.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
Come on, brain. Let's dig this out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. It was something about Irminsul and deleting oneself. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, forbidden knowledge, Nahida.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Yes, that was it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. She said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Otherwise, she would Why would she need to create her own reincarnation in Lesser Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There would be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
No, I can't tell Paimon. She doesn't know about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But this is crucially important detail. It's simply not possible for the Balladeer to completely erase his own existence, in which case the question is, what happened to him?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be
There
a
he
small
is!
problem with the last bill. Look, here.
His outfit changed. The colors of his outfit changed.
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsetias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy is the Balladeer.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
He's a wanderer.
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Come back here, wanderer, aka Balladeer.
10 points for agility. You really are.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the Balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Shush.
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right, we were following you.
Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes,
I have no recollection.
it's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Paimon, shut up!
Sorry, but
Don't
I just
question me.
can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Alright.
Then let's return to the city.
Made me come all the way out here just to say return.
Are you running away? You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
Alright. Let's take him to the sanctuary of Suristana.
Are you running away? What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you are trekking across Tevat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation? Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We're just trying to think where to start.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish. Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Alright. Let's enter this memory.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just finishing the job.
Alright. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Whoa. That was not safe, whatever that was.
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick.
And now you're sick.
He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child then?
Died?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Oh no.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something!
Oh no.
You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
That's sad.
Let's keep going.
Oh, that was painful. These traps, I swear.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
The long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
For the Lord of the Night!
Carving away your souls in sacrifice! Catch an epic wave!
Well met.
I got him cornered!
Let's ride!
Went too far.
Alright. Let's continue.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
I remember this. It was an unsettling place.
Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Oh, it's Signora.
What do you have to
This is the
gain
first
from
time I've
belittling
seen
your
her
subordinates?
since she was killed.
You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the Doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Why is her head moving like that?
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
That was when we showed up.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Locked up!
Alright. Next memory.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome.
It's
I
the
look
doctor.
forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the Abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's the doctor. He's behind all of this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
Alright. Let's continue forth.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying?
Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Is this the true meaning of Greater Lord Rikadavata's words? A person can't erase themselves, and even though the original balladeer has gone, this person will live on in his place. Are a person's sins an inescapable part of their destiny?
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul-searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
Oh, Lord. It's back. Mighty Traveler.
Hey! Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Balladeer?
He got his vision.
Die. This is trying
we
my
have to fight this
patience.
thing. Oh boy.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Perish!
At my command, Squall Fury, you shall fall. Feeble human. How amusing. The wind rises. Insignificant pest! Cry louder! My endless cycle begins! Nothing worth mentioning.
I'm gonna die. Oh wait. When I just die, it just gives me all the health back.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
I'll be right back.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self.
Alright. Be right back, guys. I'm back.
Wait, but it was you inside that thing too! What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
Now you've recovered your memories, the past will catch up with you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
I might take a break really quick though, so
But don't
I can
worry.
eat lunch.
Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
So I'll be
The
right
memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm back, everybody. Just had a little lunch break. Let's continue.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Welcome back, Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted. You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
You won't go by the Balladeer anymore?
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the Sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people,
I need to grab my
these are
charger,
not
my
simple
phone
things
be
to
dying.
accomplish. What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Nahida doesn't see you in that way.
Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
Thank you. Let's hope you can find some answers.
I will try.
Nahida's like the only
Traveler.
person in this game who has actually tried to help my character find her twin. Yes?
After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you'd change.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all of this for a reward.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you can give Nahida a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
It's emergency food, yes. Tia, it's
glad
been a
that you've
while since
accepted
I've
our
seen you in
proposal.
one of my streams.
Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too.
Oh, an ugly
Why?
nickname. Oh boy.
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Huh? You want us to decide?
No,
Scare
Paimon
me.
only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything?
Oh, we can name him whatever we want. Guys! We get to name him whatever we want. What do I get to name this guy? Ooh. What do you mean getting close to quitting time? I don't know what I want to call him. No, I am not calling him Raiden. Or I could. I could put like Raiden Scaramouche. Oh, that goes past it. So, Raiden Skara. Zeus. No, I'm not gonna name his ass Zeus. Raiden Skara. That's what I'm gonna go with, okay? Raiden Skara. Can't contain spaces. Okay, so, Raiden Skara.
Are you sure?
Yes, I think this will do. Riding Scar. Why are you naming lightning god names? He doesn't even have lightning powers. He has wind powers. Yes, I think this will do.
Oh, alright. If you say so.
Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname?
Right in Skara!
Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me!
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
What do you plan to do next?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden
That's not
living
quitting
in Inazuma.
time, babe. That's just when
Some
you
of
get
them
off
know.
of work.
Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you. Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Fine.
No nonsense. I like it. Alright, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone. What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down. Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There was some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving. Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
That's not how it works. That is not quitting.
I've got
Ooh,
it!
pretty.
I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated, but
That's
they
just
continued
not
to
how the
cast their
wording
shadow
works.
in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Return to the resting place. Actually, with how long this quest is going, I don't think we'll be able to make it to the 5.1 Archon quest today.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Rest up, Paimon.
Wow, great! Huh?
Look at that vase.
What about it?
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
That night we stayed here, Paimon bumped into the table after being startled by something to do with the balladeer and broke the vase. The balladeer erased his existence. He changed the world, so why is this vase still broken? Ooh, questions.
You sound
questions.
lost and confused.
Whose voice is that? Wait a minute. Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Who are you?
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate, like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Does anybody know whose voice that is?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
Who was that?
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my eyes. Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up?
Clean it up
Feels
yourself.
wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
I wonder what else awaits me in the future. Oh, that was it. Okay. I don't have enough to get any fades right now. Oh, I can change his name whenever. Okay. Have 10 fragile resin. Let me use that. Gives me 800.
Oh, ow! What if...
Alright. Let's go over here to go to the Adventurers Guild and collect our daily commission rewards for today.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyss.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see where we can find some of these. Nice. I got Kanish and Mualani to level 70. And I got my Barbara to level 80. So I have 3 characters that are level 80 right now, which is Barbara, Traveler, and Kaya. And then I'm gonna try and get these 2 to level 80 at some point. Yeah, leveling up the artifacts is definitely a must. I have a full, like, 5-star set for somebody. I just don't remember who. Oh, almost a full 5-star set for her. Nobody else, though. From what I know.
Leave me alone and don't make any trouble.
I'm just passing through. Leave me be.
Are you running away?
Is the baby one following me? The baby one is following me. The baby one wants to start a fight with me. Stop it, you little shit. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you. Leave me be. Stop. Please have that little one go back. Why is he still trying to... It wants my toes. That is crazy. I don't know who you is. Get out of here. That's crazy. Leave me be, I'm just collecting these. Leave me be. I don't want to cause problems! Ah! I swear. Ah, it's near all the capybaras. What's up, bitches? Sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm just collecting these. Ah! No. need to put Kachina on my team really quick. Ah! I can't, because they're still following me. It's like I'm just gonna have to climb like this. No, I'm not waiting. I'm able to do it. It's just I'm not gonna do it in this stream because I can only stream for like about 30 more minutes before my boyfriend gets home. So when he gets home, I'm gonna be able to play with him because he was able to reach adventure rank 16 last night. So I'm gonna help him out with his stuff, and then I gotta write my essay. So I'll probably stream tomorrow for 5.1 and continue doing that. I swear to God if they're not up here. I was saying, watch them not be up here. They are not up here. They're down here. I laugh at that every time it happens. I swear, every time those guys get triggered, the one explodes and just dies. I find it so fucking funny. Okay, so I now complete that. I see a radiant spin crystal here. We got a radiant spin crystal, so let me mark that down. Radiant spin crystal. What achievement did I get? Oh, I got a lot. Okay. Okay.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Now this one is up there, isn't it? Okay, Kachina. Let me break you out, Kachina.
Wow! I can join the team? Here goes!
Okay, we're up here now. Let me...
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
No. You don't gotta start fights with me. Just launched myself over here. Ugh. Jeez. Am I still being followed? Stop that. Wait, you're rank 50 now. I thought you weren't going to ascend the world level. I did anyways. Why has it gotten so busy here out of nowhere? And this customer is annoying. Damn! Tell them to stop being a Karen. Ooh, wait, crystals. I see crystals that I need. Stop coming towards me. I don't want to fight you. Leave me no choice.
Target acquired.
I'll protect us. Oh no!
Locked on.
Carving waves.
Okay. Well, that was easy. Easier than it used to be. I wasn't going to ascend at first, but then I was like, wait, I could get rewards from ascending, so I just did it anyways. Plus, at first I wasn't going to ascend because my characters didn't really do much damage, but since I have Kanisha and Mulaney that do like over 10,000 damage with some of their moves,
Everything has its use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
Alright. Let's see what we have here.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Okay, we have the right amount. Yeah, look for mushrooms. There are 12 over in this area. I hate looking for the mushrooms for Barbara, no offense. Because they're so, like, annoying to get. Okay, first one's first is this one. There's one there, and then there's one down here. Any on the back side? Oh, there's one right here. That's 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Is there any on this building? No. Okay. Oh yeah. They aren't terrible to find. EXP books are literally just in, for example, if I can find one. EXP books are just in these. You have to fight the Leyline outcrops, Blossom of Revelation, to get these. It's the blue storms. The yellow storms are just for Mora, if you need money and all that. That's Blossom of Wealth, but you want Blossom of Revelation to get these.
I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away.
Points for agility.
Oh, that didn't do anything. I didn't mean to press that. That one. Right here. And find out where more of these are. Oh, there's one. Okay, that's the ones in this area. There are ones more over this way as well. I know, it's just you need a lot of books. Well, it only takes 20 resin to, like, do those. So, like, I would say at the beginning of each day, like, what you want to focus on. If you want to make condensed resin to get artifacts or stuff for talent stuff, then do that. But if you need to collect, like, EXP books or fight monsters to collect ascension material, then keep it as the original resin, because condensed resin won't work on those. There's 6 in this area. Be able to find something on this tower, but I don't think there is anything on this tower. I'm looking around and I'm not seeing any.
Share your troubles with the wind.
But I'll still go on top of it anyways. So to get on it is this way.
points for agility.
Come in and take a seat. We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know. Points for agility.
Okay. What is this? Okay.
Are you running away? You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
I think I've only collected 4 with this one. And if that's the case, I don't know where the others are because there's none on that tower. There's no more on here, I think. Yeah, there's no more on here.
10 points for agility.
Then eat something. If you're hungry, eat something. That's all I can really tell you.
Transfers of supplies must be reported.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution.
I see something shining over there.
Is this really necessary?
Pick up some new pieces from Schultz's blacksmith.
And there's the 6th one, right? Saying that there's more on the building over there. That area is now complete. Oh, you're not home yet? Oh yeah, because you're still at work. How many are in this area? 7.
one-trick pony, you know.
Oh, that doesn't sound
There's some on this tower.
Is this really necessary?
That's 4. Oh, there's more on this side. 4, 5, 6. Welcome back.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
I know there's more somewhere else. There's one more here. There's the one. And then there's 16 over here. 2, 4. Alright, but he'll be right back, guys. You stay here. I'm back, everybody. Back to collect more mushrooms for Barbara. You're out of work, I'm guessing? You just said freedom.
10 points for agility.
That's 5 already. I sneeze every stream. It's like I'm allergic to streams, guys. That's the end of my YouTube career. It's like you're done. All of those. Now there's 4 over here, 2 and 1. Thank you. I just saw your bless you. I don't know how long ago you sent that. Hello, everybody in chat. Welcome in. Oh, wait. No. I need these. Because I also need to get stuff for the Traveler, too. I need to get those. Which there's 6 in this area.
Is this really necessary?
Let's go back to marking.
I wonder when I'll.
Barbara needs. She only needs 1 more, but I'm gonna collect all of these just to get them out of the way. Wait, what? Huh? What? When did this quest? Huh? Okay. Okay, I gotta save this guy. There you go, sir. Ah, I didn't mean to press that. Don't mind that, guys. Don't mind how just there. Yeah, I do that a lot too.
10 points for agility. Are you running away?
Ah, that didn't work. Let me get that one. It flew away before I could. I'm trying to collect crystal cores. Oh, they're over here.
10 points for agility.
No, that's right. There is one right here. Okay. Oh, I scared the crystal fly. Sorry, crystal fly. Here's the one. to be another one in this set, right? Oh, it's up there. Okay. I see it. Ah! I didn't make it. That's all the mushrooms. Alright, she has a total of 66. 69. We already got all of his. Even more for her. Ah, of course they're in freaking Storm Terror's lair. Storm Terror! Ah! My shoulders hurt, guys. I need to fight the Electro boss multiple times. Yeah, I felt that.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
No, why did you trigger that guy? I mean, good that you kind of triggered him. I might.
Target acquired.
Let's ride! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
Take the chaos device.
Are you running away?
Oh, that was all the supply that was there. Okay, this way we have more wind wheel flowers. How many though? I never really checked how many. 9. Okay, this is where we'll get a good batch. I love the music here too. The music in Storm Terror's lair is also my favorite.
I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away.
Oh, here's some right here.
Locked up.
I think I saw more over this way. Yeah. It's foodie time. Eat up. Get some food. Don't starve yourselves, people. Alright, that's all of them in that area. Over here we have 4, and over here we have 4. All 4 are basically right here. Yes, eat food, drink water, and get rest. It's important. What he said, guys, listen to him.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Now we gotta head over here. Go this way.
Are you running away?
Oh, they're right behind me. Good thing I turned around. Says there's 3 over there. 4 over there. So let's go to the 3 because basically.
Carving waves!
I see it's the ones over here. Yep. There's 3 over there.
Points for agility.
Target acquired.
Ah, I see that after he died. Rip.
Are you running away?
That's all of them. Storm Terror's place. There's 13 over here. Hello, everybody in chat. You can say whatever you like. I don't bite. I would love to have conversations with the people who are lurking in my chat. Get to know you guys. Get to know me. You have burger? Nice. I'm trying to look here. That was the one I was missing. There's 2 over there, 4 over there. I'm gonna try and go to the one with 4.
10 points for agility. Running away?
There's that one. There's 1 over there and 2 over there. I give up on trying to tell people in my chat to have conversation with me. Because they just lurk and then they leave. So I give up on that. It's like they're scared of me. I don't know. Okay, and there is 2 over here. Yeah. That was all of those. Was it enough for her though? It was. Ooh. Ascended. Yay. There's 9 in that area. Yeah. I wouldn't think I was scary. I'm just playing Genshin. I'm just here collecting flowers and shit on Genshin.
Let's ride! Carving waves!
Adventurous music just then. What do you mean adventurous music? You mean like the combat music?
Let's ride! Faster!
Claim these souls!
Let's ride! Fix your soul in sacrifice! Let's shred, Sharky!
I got him cornered!
Yeah, it was combat music.
Oh no, I dropped it! Quick, pick it up! Hope I didn't just jinx us.
You didn't just jinx us, Mulan. Shush. I need to
You can
mark
only do
that
so much
chest
on your
down.
own, but with a group, anything's possible. Carving waves!
I get a share?
You actually want this trash? Let's ride!
Okay.
Hey babe, let me know when you're done eating, cause then we gotta play Genshin with each other. You have finished with foodies? Are you getting your computer set up?
Let's ride!
Hmm.
Woo!
Is there nowhere to place for this? Oh, there's these places.
Let's ride! The best stuff's always at the bottom.
Ah, shit. Ooh. That was so close, I almost killed Mualani.
Locked up!
Carving waves!
Yes, lava. Okay, guys, that's where the stream is going to be left off. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!